Hi, I'm Natalie with Eminence Organics Skincare and welcome back to In the Mix. Good to see you, everybody. Well, today's a bit of a touchy subject because this is something that I have to deal with, and I'm sure some of you out there are the same, but I'm also addressing this a little bit because a good majority of our clientele that we do see in the spa are really coming in to see benefits or see results in their skin, especially if they're starting to see the skin age. So here you know where I'm going. I'm talking about skin that sags, okay? So let's just be real here. It does happen. I think some of us might wake up one morning and go, what happened? And what I mean by sagging skin, okay, I know it's a terrible word to use, but it's the most common term that we hear as estheticians or in the spa, and it's what the customer or any of you out there looking to change and to see improve. And what that would look like is, sometimes, in our jawline area, so we're seeing in here, we might just see that just kind of drop down a little bit more. We're not gonna see that nice tight contouring normally. We also might start to see it up in the cheek area and that drop in the nasolabial fold. So we start to see this drawing down effect. And it can also happen across the top of our lids and then drop down into our brow. Now you're probably all looking at me like, oh yeah, she's got some saggy skin. But I have some great tips for you. And believe it or not, I'm going to share one of my favorite mixologies that I'm just super addicted to right now that has really been making a big difference in my skin, and hopefully will make a difference for you as well. So when we're talking about sagging skin, it's more of just a breakdown of what's naturally happening as the aging process goes through. And really what we're trying to do all the time by taking care of our skin in our home care routine is to make sure that we're always just kind of giving the skin that replenishment that it needs, and just giving it so that you have the appearance of less fine lines and wrinkles, your appearance of dark spots are also minimized. Like all of those things we do because we're really working hard with making sure we have a balanced home care routine to get the job done. So let's just start straight off, okay? We're gonna look at, I'm just gonna dive in because I love mixing things together. Now, most of you probably have been using our Firm Skin Acai mask, beautiful from our Firm Skin collection. I really like this one a lot because I don't know about you, but I love it when masks sometimes feel tight and they like lift and it feels like everything is going upwards. Not a bad thing to have. And our Firm Skin Acai mask is really great for that. So it is, I'm just gonna grab a little spatula here to show you. It is almost like a yogurt. I don't know if you could tell, but it has a different consistency. It's not super creamy and it's not quite a gel. So when you're applying it onto the skin, it's gonna slide and glide, but when it sets just like an egg white, nice and tightening, and you get that lift feeling. But when you take it off, the skin will have an appearance of being brighter, your appearance of your tone will have improved, you're gonna really see, even your pore will be minimized at the same time, being more of that gel type of consistency, and it just smells like the best fruit smoothie you've ever had in your entire life. So who doesn't want a little bit of that on their skin? And it works with, so we have the highlights, of course, of the acai berry, which is in there, and most of us may have had it in your own smoothies at home in your daily basis. So that's one mask. If you're just looking for a straight up grid, I want my skin to have the appearance of being more toned and more lifted and more firm, that's a really fast way to do it. Now, my favorite one that I've been doing, which I promised you I would tell you, okay, we have the beautiful bamboo age corrective mask here. This is a creamy one, and like holidays. Who doesn't want to have this on? I love this one. So it's very, very creamy in texture. And some of you may already have this one, but it's our gorgeous snow mushroom in reishi mask. And this really will help really add that plumping effect to the skin as well. So what we want to do is we want to mix these two together 50-50, 1 and 1, and add a little bit of water. Texturally, it's super creamy. You're going to love it. So a little bit of that snow mushroom here, and a little bit of my bamboo there, and my little spatula technique. I don't know if any of you remembered, but if you are mixing masks together, just pop it into the palm of your hand and take the spatula and just literally like you press it. You lift it and you press it, and you lift it and you press it like this. And then what that does is it guarantees that you're going to blend both of the masks together very evenly, and then you'll also start to have it warm in your palm of your hand. Now, somebody asked me, can I put it in a bowl? True, you could, but it's gonna take a little bit longer to mix, and you're also gonna lose the advantage of the natural warmth that you get from the palm of your hand. So once it's nice and warm, it'll start to melt really well together. And like with all of our masks, very, very thin application. Now, if you are specifically wanting to target that sagging, droopy skin, hit all the areas. And I mean this for real, people. All the way around, draw a line straight down the neck and right across the décolleté. You want to really make sure that you're getting the effect all the way through, because we also see that change in the texture in the décolleté area that follows down the neck. So please do not forget to always include your neck and your décolleté in your home care routine, regardless if you have the sagging or more age looking skin, because you want to be as preventative as possible. So for any of you out there who are watching today that may be like, hey Nat, I don't have saggy skin, this is okay. You want to be as preventative as possible. So this is a good one. You could use the snow mushroom reishi mask on its own. The bamboo would be completely fine. But if you're a younger skin, then any masking that you're doing will be effective to help maintain and delay that process, as long as you're making sure you're covering everything as one. So that is my favorite one at the moment. Scent profile, gorgeous, nice and creamy. Especially in season transition, it's one of my favorites to be doing. Another thing that you can do is you can target treat. We do have the beautiful targeted treatments, and some of you may be using these at home. We have one for the clear skin. We also have one for brightening up the skin, but this one is dedicated to firming. So thinking about that fold line I was talking to you about, or maybe just in the forehead in that crease, you can definitely just hit and aim with those areas to give you the little extra bump that you're looking for. Now, and this can easily be added to anybody's home care routine with your existing product, regardless if you're oily, normal, or dry skin types. You do just need a small amount. I will demonstrate here, because the pump, if you do one solid pump, you're gonna get quite a bit of product, as you can see here. So it's almost gonna be like a whole entire face serum application. So I really do recommend that you literally just do like a little mini half pump. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me put a little bit in my finger. You can see it that way, a little in there. So this little bit there would be enough that you could massage it right into those problem areas. Tip for working product into problem areas, especially when you're working with line definition, is you want to massage the product in the opposite direction of the line. I know I've mentioned it to all of you out there before, so for any of you that are new and tuning in, knowing that if you have lines that are running this way, so the 11s, you want to rub or work or gently massage in the opposite direction, and the firm skin targeted treatment is fantastic for this. And the same thing goes for the fold line here, and then if you have any that are creasing down on the side, you can also work there as well. So that would be something that you can add in your home care routine every single day, in addition to your serum and your moisturizer. You could put it on before your moisturizer or after your moisturizer. They will work in conjunction together. And then our number one selling product, and for good reason, is having that nice appearance of the firmingness of skin, is our fabulous bamboo firming fluid. Think of this as more like a lotion type of serum. It is best used underneath a moisturizer and over a serum, but if you do feel like that's a little bit too heavy or a little bit too much, just do your tone, your essence, then apply your bamboo firming fluid directly after that. You can get it pretty close to the eye area if you like. You've just done area on the eye bone, because it is quite light. But if you do like to work a little bit more effectively, especially if you are dropping a little bit lower in the eye or around the lid area, you could use the Neroli eye serum, which has a lot of the same benefits as our bamboo firming fluid, but designed more for around the eye area. Or you can also reach for the snow mushroom eye cream as well, which is really good for giving that firm and really helping with the minimizing the appearance of aging in your skin. So I think we've got them all. Right now are my favorites that I've been using to really look at the best mixes and things you can add to your home care routine. Now, something else that you can consider, especially when you're thinking about the skin and the texture and that it's changing and you have that different look, making sure you're taking good care of yourself. I mean, I think one of the most important things, in addition to taking care of your skin in your home care routine, is just to really manage your own natural health. So eating really well, and really circulation. And how do you get circulation? exercise or just move. Once you get the body moving, you're generally just helping the body's health and then also helping everything look better. So for a really good, the appearance of toned and firmed and clear skin, it doesn't hurt to move a little bit. So getting that energy up to increase your own circulation in your body is a really great opportunity. So there you have it. I hope you really enjoy our little chit chat, a little bit of you are finding you need a little more contouring or lifting with some new mixologies. I'm Natalie with Eminence Organics Skincare for another In the Mix. And as always, if you want to continue seeing more of these videos, don't forget to hit the notification bell and as well as subscribe to our channel. I'll catch you next time. Have a great day, everybody.